What's up, everybody? This is Colin or Apollo Trades. Um, yeah, this video is just completely raw and honestly the start of something beautiful. I don't know how else to put it. Um, I'm currently 21 years old. I'm doing school. I work 60 hours a week between my job and a job that I help my mother with, and I day trade. And my goal one day is to do it for a living and to provide for my family, the people that I love, and more specifically, retire my mother. And I'm, of course, wanting the financial freedom and everything else that comes with it, but I just want to take care of my people. And I started this video because I wanted to set an attitude setter on the channel for many reasons, but to be able to journal this and just manifest the goals that I want in my life, whether it be with God or it be with trading or it be with anything. And I think at times it's hard to stay focused on the main priority. It's hard to balance things when you're getting thrown so much different stuff at once. And I think doing this will keep me focused on what's most important, and that is becoming a consistently profitable trader. And I honestly, I don't know any other way out. I think after the couple years of options trading I did in high school, and then I've been trading futures consistently coming up on 8 months now. I've only passed funded accounts with my funded futures, but I've never gotten a payout. I just passed one now, and I'm honestly expecting that this is gonna be it. The first payout, the first turnaround year, the first profitable month, the first everything. And I have no doubt in my mind that I can do that. I used to, months ago, I'd say around March of 2025, March or April, I took a break from futures trading when I started in August of 2024. And what I found was that whenever I was away from trading, it was all I could ever think about. It was something that gave me a level of creativity and expression that I had never felt in my life. Never. And I was a kid that grew up in high school, played sports, did all sorts of things. And, I was good at these things, but they just never resonated with me a whole ton. I can say with confidence that trading has always been that thing in my life that has just given me purpose. Of course, I want to follow in God's will and His purpose that He has for me, right? Ultimately, that is my one focus and goal. But when it comes to things, day to day that I'm trying to put attention to or try to focus on to be able to better myself or better my situation, it's always been trading. Always. And I honestly don't know any other way to say this, but trust your vision. Trust it. Hold it dear to your heart. There's a reason that God planted that seed inside your heart and inside your mind, and you think about it every waking moment of your day, and you think about it when you dream. When I took a break from trading, I essentially was planning on giving up. I told myself that it was too difficult. I saw so many people making money within the groups that I was a part of and people being successful. And I tried to slap a label on myself and say that I'm just not cut out for that. I can't believe I did that. Up until about this point, I was 6-7 months in, and I took a 3-4 month break. And what I found during that time was, like I mentioned earlier, it was all that was on my mind. I couldn't get it off my mind. Anytime I thought about specifically doing something in school, or thinking about, hey, I wonder what the charts look like today, or like I opened up a retirement account when I was 18, and I always check that from every now and then. I'm like, hey, I wonder how, the S&P's doing, or the NASDAQ, or anything. I can't stop it. And it's not a bad thing, right? I just think I've finally aligned myself with what I am meant to do, and that's trade. And people may say, oh, this has such a fail rate, and, not many people are good at that. Some people just get really good at it and then sell courses or do whatever. I don't care. I don't care. There's a reason why these people are paid good money, right? If there were hundreds of thousands or millions of NBA players or NFL players, these people would not be paid good money. But the reason they are paid good money is because the supply and the demand of these players are far outweighed. Far outweighed. You're not going to wake up one day and just see 3-4 more LeBron James. It just doesn't exist. Right? And not saying that you have to be at that level in a trading space. You don't. But just because there's a such and such failure rate, it still means it's possible. So, once again, I'm putting this video out there to manifest the goals that I want, to tell myself in the future when I look back at this and I have success with trading and anything else in my life, you have to trust your vision. There's no other way. You may not understand it. You may not think that you're good enough for it. You may think that I am just not this type of person. That is the enemy trying to draw you away from what makes you yourself. And I'm not going to play that game anymore. I'm not. From the moment that I opened up my eval with my funded futures, I told myself that I will trade this to the best of my ability and I will pass it. There is no other option. I will pass it. I am capable. I am blessed enough with all that I have. There's absolutely no reason that I cannot withstand the psychology And the technical analysis needed to do this. And guess what? I passed it in less than 2 weeks. When before, when I used to tell myself all the time that I just wasn't made for that, or I just want to take it slow because I just don't think that I can do that. Bro, my very first eval I have up on my wall over there, I took 3 months to pass because I told myself these things. All the time. All the time. And it didn't change until the moment I stopped that bull crap and I started saying, no, you can, and you know you can. You felt it ever since you were in high school. When you started doing this, you see it happening all around you. There's absolutely no excuse. Stop giving energy into things that do not repay you in any sort of way. Stop giving your time to people that could care less about it. And include God in your plans. He wants to help you. He does. And, I just got saved and baptized this past November 2024. And I don't know why I didn't just simply ask for these things. You don't have to be greedy. You don't have to be obnoxious about it. But God wants to help you. He wants to see you succeed. He wants to show you His love and compassion. And if you're not giving that to yourself, what do you think's going to happen? I'm going to end this one out. I'm Colin. I'm 21. I live in a little rundown apartment. Average job. Work 60 hours a week. And I am going to make trading work by any means necessary. My goal is to retire my mom, take care of my family, make hundreds of thousands of dollars in 1 year, live so freely, and be able to pour into other aspects of my life, whether it be in business or relationships. My brother is in the Navy, and I can't even go to see him because my job, and I don't have enough days to do it. And then I have another brother that plays football, and I can't even go see his games because of all this time is being locked up. Those are my goals. I want to provide in such a way that has never been provided in my family before. And I know it's going to suck, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to get difficult, and there's going to be times I'm going to doubt myself. But there has been many upon many people that have done it, that have seen through to it, and I have absolutely no excuse to be in that same boat. If I give it to the Lord, it will all be taken care of. And I wholeheartedly believe in that. So that's it. This is the starter of the channel, and this is the start of something that I want to build into a community, into a place where people can be themselves, into an arena of learning and growth. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later.